we have another special speaker in our midst, a renowned chartered accountant, fellow member of the Chartered Institute of Sri Lanka, and the transformational leader and the role model of Lanka Walltiles and Lanka Tiles PLC. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Mahendra Jayasekara, the Managing Director of Lanka Walltile PLC and Lanka Tiles PLC.
Mr. Perra, Chairman, Wellbell PLC, Mr. Veera Singh, our Deputy Chairman, Mr. Manditage, Chairman, Haley's PLC, and all the directors of Haley's group of companies, members of staff, and my dear colleagues. In fact, it's a pleasure to be a part of this program, the TPM presentation program, where we are going to spend about 5-6 hours making presentations of what the group has done. In fact, I must also say that it's a very difficult audience to address because in the audience there are people who taught me also. There are people who inspired me, people I have worked with, and the people I respect. So it's a very difficult audience to address, but I'll try my best to speak about how TPM program has worked at Lanka Tiles Group. In fact, when you listen to the presentations, when you see the presentations, you will see my staff saying the TPM journey has begun. And my staff saying TPM is a journey. Now, my friend Aravinda spoke about the results he achieved at Roselle, but I am not going to deal with the results we achieved, but I am going to deal with something else. Because I thought, if I don't tell you how we started this program and what we are going to achieve through this program, I will not do justice to your presence here and the time you are going to spend here. This is my 21st year as the CEO of Lanka Tiles. So I have seen how these companies came to where they are today. Lanka Tiles has a legacy, Lanka Tiles Group has a legacy of public sector management, because it's a part of a public corporation which was privatized in 1994. So there were a lot of transformational initiatives this group had to undertake over the last 33 years as a private company. Now, in these last 33 years, of which I was involved for 21 years, at various stages, we did a lot of things, a lot of initiatives. We started 5S programs, then Kaizen, then quality circles, like that, then cross-functional teams. At various stages, we did a lot of things to reduce cost. But what happened was, all these initiatives failed. Failed in the sense, did not continue. There was no destination. It just falls by the wayside, really. It's like starting a marathon. When you start a marathon, there are 1,000 people starting a marathon, but only a few people finish it. A lot of people fall by the wayside because they don't have the stamina, they don't have the strength, they don't have the will, and they don't have the vision to finish, make it to the finish, reach the destination. So when this program came, okay, we had done even at Lanka Tiles, 5S we had done quality circles, we had done cross-functional teams, various concepts that have been evolving over the years, we have done. But all these things, after 1 or 2 years, disappeared. So this time when this question came, I asked my two senior people running the factories, Nihal and Patrick, look, we have done all this. This time we are going to do this. But our experience is that over the last 20 years history, if we take, all these exercises have not continued really. What can we do to make sure that this exercise can be sustained, that we can take this forward? So we thought and we agreed that why we failed in our previous initiatives was that we did not build teams to take these initiatives forward. There were no strong teams. And our staff at different levels were not ready to take it forward. Because of the pressure we exert on them, yes, they start delivering, and then they give up really. So we had to do something different. If you see the most productive countries in the world, if you Google right now on your smartphones, number 1 comes Luxembourg. Number 2 is Norway. TPM and lean management evolved in Japan. Japan comes 18th. Australia comes 7th. UK comes 17th. Last year, 2016, Japan was 17. In 2017, they had slipped to 18th. In fact, I have told Tilak, when he started this in 2014, late 2014, we have to go beyond Japanese, because TPM lean started in Japan. Japan is not doing well. So this is not our destination. Our destination is something else. Now, in fact, I was just trying to find out why Asian cultures are not very productive. Why Western countries are ahead of Asia in productivity. One reason I came across was, in Western culture, unlike Asian culture, always they ask, what is in it for me? I do this, what do I get? That is a fundamental question we had to address. You will have to address. People will always ask, after some time, we are doing all this, what do we get? What is in it for me? That, I think, is the difference, fundamental difference between Western cultures and Eastern cultures, really. That is why this blend has not worked, in my opinion. So we had to, with those insights, we had to prepare our teams. I will tell you how we prepared the teams and what is our destination. And my team will speak about, Rosel and Lanka Tiles, our teams will speak about what we have done. So to prepare our teams, in 2014, early 2014, we started preparing our teams for this. And the first thing we did was to build teams by having a lot of outbound training programs, not only for different levels, but combining people at different levels, really. We got executives, supervisors, and factory operatives to work as teams, go out, stay in one place, spend 2 days, and discuss things and come up with ideas how we are going to strengthen our teams, not about TPM, not about lean. How we are going to work as a team. So we did it for the entire factory, the entire company, from top to bottom, from me to the floor level factory workers. We went out, we spent days, discussed, we played, we sang, we did everything to make that team more cohesive. That was very fundamental. And then we also realized that the thinking that I do this, I am the one who is doing this, the use of word I is a big roadblock in this journey. We had to go from I to we, and that was a big challenge. To do that, actually we conducted spiritual management programs for our staff. I am a Buddhist. When I say I, it's Lobha Dvesha Moha. When we say we, api, alobha, advesha, amoha. So we had to train people, drive ideas into the people, how we move from I to we, really. And then to supplement that, we had counseling programs. Because when we did that, we realized that a lot of people have a lot of psychological problems. And then we hired paid counselors to come and work in our factories. Initially, people were shy. They were not coming forward to get counseling. But then we saw, as time went by, we saw people queuing up to get counseling. Because almost everybody has something to address, really. So we worked with the Callan University Postgraduate Institute for Buddhist Studies, got lecturers, got counselors to come and speak to our people, work with them, and make sure that our teams bond better. So that is something we did. And so that is how we prepared the ground for this, did the preparatory work. And then thereafter, we also realized that we have to show a destination to the people. What is in it for them? Otherwise, this will fail. It will be the same old story. As long as we push, we pressurize people, they'll do something, but then thereafter, they will give up. So we had to show a destination. So the destination was, when factory staff work on TPM, when they work on lean management, what do the administration staff do? What does the marketing department do? So we had to show a destination, really. So we told our staff, yes, you do this in the factory. What we do this in the administration and the front office, really. And we said, our target, we have set target for ourselves to say, okay, you bring in these cost savings, you bring in these results. We double the turnover for the company in 2 years, really. We make this company number one in the industry. This is a journey. This is something we have started, and this is something we want to take forward relentlessly, vigorously, and to show a clear vision and a clear destination. If you show a clear vision and a clear destination, people will come with you. Otherwise, people will not come with you. So these are the things we have done. And these things have brought us results. It will bring us results. And I am sure if you will have your own approach. That was my approach. You will have your own approach because you know the ground situation in your companies. But I can tell you, TPM and lean management is not going to guarantee you success. But if you don't do this, it will guarantee you failure. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We saw how much effort has gone into this one. And Mr. Aravinda Pereira and Mr. Mahendra Jayasekara, you have acted as transformational leaders. And also you acted as role models for your own teams and embodied the values that they should be learning and internalizing. You laid the foundation and transformational leadership with promotion of consistent vision and values and imparting inspiration from top to bottom. Your idealized influence, inspirational motivation, intellectual stimulation, individualized consideration has paved the way for these teams to perform and narrate their stories this morning. Thank you for being forerunners in realizing the dream of becoming world-class manufacturers. You made it happen. Thank you very much, gentlemen.